VTuber, quote unquote, Idubbbz has officially gone off the deep end. It's like, doesn't he always go off the deep end? This is my ref. Well, as fate decided cruelly, by the way, apparently there's a VTuber Idubbbz, and I'm scared. I'm scared of what he's gonna look like. You should also like and subscribe. I appreciate it. We're gonna look at him. I have no idea. I haven't seen it yet. So I might see man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. Again, let's see what iCooks came up with. Maybe his VTuber model is a chair. Who knows?
Hey, what's up, Gusrif here. So unfortunately, things for Idubbbz continue to get worse and worse. Just when you thought this guy's hitting rock bottom, well, ladies and gentlemen, it keeps getting worse. What we're going to see today is the desperate attempts of a man to grasp onto...
Well, the worst, I think the lowest thing he ever, came to, right, was that one infamous clip where essentially Anissa, his husband, basically said, right, I don't want to have kids with you because they might end up looking like you. That's like the worst thing, the worst crime that has ever been committed towards this guy. He's in an abusive relationship and he doesn't even know it because what pussy does to a motherfucker. But yeah, at least he can see his girl getting her back blown out. So there's that, I guess. You know, you gotta be happy with the small things in life.
Any bit of relevancy he can possibly do, no matter how slanderous, desperate, and stupid it might be, to the point where even Idubbbz is a VTuber. A dragon VTuber.
Huh. Why are lefties... Okay, I have to say it. Why do lefties always have the ugliest models? What is this? What the actual fuck is that? That looks horrible. I haven't seen the full thing yet and move and shit. But that looks horrible. What is that? I think it's like it has 4 legs. I think it is a proper dragon, which is interesting. But it looks like it came straight out of a bad video game. What is this? Who made this?
Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with being a VTuber. I mean, who's making this video, right? But yeah, he's turned to this...
Him. Me. Us. And then this thing. It looks horrible, though. That's the problem.
This gimmick where he is now a dragon-themed VTuber, at least for the time being. And he has an overlay that is openly slandering people like Ethan Klein and...
Get this man out of here. Just get this. Also, why is there Destiny on there? Why is Destiny? Is that the actual Destiny? Right? The cuck as well. Well, all these people cucks, by the way. Weird as fuck. Okay. Interesting. So, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, nah, I don't know what to say. That's just weird.
Saying disgusting things about him and his children. Very disturbing stuff.
Why? You rebrand, kind of, not really a rebrand, but like you become a VTuber, and the first thing you do is use that medium to shit on people. That's kind of funny. It's not funny. That's horrible.
But it's been an interesting time since the last time we talked about Idubbbz. He's been picking fights. He's been picking fights for a while. He tried to pick a fight with Asmongold. What happened there? Well, Asmongold just made fun of him and farmed him for millions of views like he always does. And Idubbbz got nothing out of it. In fact, he probably lost more support during his very, very pathetic streams that he's been doing. And, well, there was a new person he went after. Not just Asmongold this time, but Moist Critical.
It's one of these things that it's so hard for me to be critical of. Like, I'm even still being empathetic Idubbbz. I actually should have...
My fingernail, the dirt under my fingernail is more empathetic than he is. The dirt under my fingernail is more empathetic. Funnily enough, you didn't do anything empathetic. The worst thing you ever did was that creepy intro you did for your content cop on Ethan Klein. That was H3H3. That is the worst thing you've ever done as empathetic Idubbbz. Just funny.
A lot more heat for people like Asmongold and Charlie, because it's so fucking obvious. It's so fucking and it's unfair even to lump Charlie in with Asmongold, right? Like, I have so much heat because it's like, you know what you're fucking doing. You know what you're doing. You guys are being fucking rats. You're being like unprincipled rats. It's part of the pipeline, though. It's the same reason people wouldn't say Charlie, Moist Critical, is right wing or like as ideologically fuck out there as like a Nick Fuentes or even Asmongold, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
He holds some space for the people in his audience who might have some differing opinions.
So because people watch him that have wrong thing, you put Moist Critical into the same category as Asmongold and Nick Fuentes. What are we doing? What is going on? That is what I call retardation. Maximum level. No? Oh, so if I have people in my if people watch me that are literal Nazis, like, does that make me a literal Nazi? I mean, like, actual literal Nazis, like people who believe in that ideology and actually like can be ethnically part of that ideology, right? No, because like, see, if we extend that now, if like that space exists, right? Let's extend that. Somebody does non-political content at all, and somebody watches them that may have differing opinions of Idubbbz. Does that mean that that creator is now part of that differing ideology or different beliefs or whatever? Is he stupid? That's a rhetorical question. He is.
Doesn't make it clear, like, I don't want you in my fucking community.
Yeah.
Like, outright.
Yeah.
And, you know, I get it. I get the hustle. I did it for a while. But it is a little bit of cope.
You did it for a while. You grifted. Then your own audience imploded on you because you then called them like bad people after they supported you for years. That's it. That's all there is to it. The word grifter really works well here for him, right? Because he called them like losers, essentially.
Like, okay, guys, we get it. Okay, the wannabe Hassan Piker, the diet version of Hassan, the white Hassan, whatever you want to call Idubbbz at this point, or whatever his wife's trying to make him at this point, we get it. He's gonna go after
husband, because he's definitely the wife in this relationship.
The Roach King over here. That's predictable. But going after Charlie, Moist Critical of all people, is very, very strange. He's implying that he has some right-wing audience. If you watch Charlie at all, you know that's probably not the main demographic. And Idubbbz has the audacity to basically say this guy needs to like police his own audience and get rid of all these bad actors, and that he's not doing enough to raise his voice.
Probably because they're not, right? He's not leftist enough. That isn't enough for them. What he does isn't enough for them. And I mean, Most Critical is mostly fence-sitting, honestly. Or like, he has like the most lukewarm takes. It makes sense, though, again.
To address these concerns that apparently only Idubbbz can see right now. I mean, recently, he made a video, and by he, I mean Moist Critical Charlie, made a video condemning ICE, okay? And he's made literally dozens of videos criticizing the Trump administration. Agree with him, don't agree with him, whatever, it doesn't matter. You would think ideologically and politically, this is exactly what Idubbbz would want, but it's not enough. He keeps digging into people like Moist Critical, and it's very, very strange. But that's not enough. Idubbbz, in his desperate attempt to...
Oh, we're talking about Amy Rue again. Well, we have today already, so I guess we're going again. Yeah, the problem is with these people, it's never enough. It's never enough. You gotta constantly talk about it, constantly, over and over. Every single word must be literally just like vomited back into their mouth. Like, it's just crazy. It's just, they constantly need this. They need their approval the entire time.
Hang on to any relevancy, is now joining in with the likes of Denims, Hassan, and all their orbiters by going after Emiru. We've talked about her a lot, okay? She is someone who got into big trouble with the usual suspects because she said, I don't want to talk about ICE or other political stuff, or at the very least, you should go to someone more knowledgeable than me, which seems like not only a very reasonable thing to do, I think it's a very responsible thing to do, because why would you want to talk about something that, number one, you're not comfortable with, or you're not knowledgeable of? Like, this is ridiculous. But of course, Mr. Idubbbz over here, a guy who apparently doesn't care if
Yeah, but that's because they want to check, right? People want to force creators to say their political opinion because they want to check if they're a good person or a Nazi.
a person's uncomfortable talking about something, he wants you to say something. In fact, just like many others, Idubbbz is turning to people like Emiru and basically saying, you better say the line. You better say the line and condemn that right-wing...
Gonna say it the way it is. Opinion policing, just like follow policing, is gay and retarded.
audience of yours, Emiru.
I think more people shouldn't feel afraid to voice themselves with their takes. Strangely enough, people who are progressive aren't afraid to make that known. It's people who do the whole, I'm apolitical, I don't do politics, guys, come on. Do it because they're right-wing and don't want to make that known. Yeah, it's very unpopular. It's gross, you know. And, you know, to be honest, like, in Emiru's case, a lot of people who are progressive.
Unpopular? I don't necessarily mind. I never get any problems. If somebody is an idiot, I'll just obliterate them. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. They just get blocked and banned, and that's it. I don't care.
Have done some of the work and thought about this. You know, the phrase "fuck ICE" like is not not controversial at all, right? That's super easy to us. Thinking from the perspective of someone who really is trying to ride that fucking fence, like, it's hard. It's hard. Because they really believe that shit, right? It isn't just a matter of like, oh, I don't want to isolate, you know, my fan base, or I don't want my you know, racist viewers to be upset with me. It's also deep inside, there is a feeling of like, you know, because they're not passionate enough. It's not affecting them enough. They aren't empathizing enough with people who are being affected by it.
It's literally such a joke. This guy is...
I hate the word empathy because it's so much weaponized. I really hate it. It's so annoying. This fucking word. I hate it. That's why I prefer sympathy. Sympathy's better, because, like, emphasize empathy. Like, you can't feel what another person is feeling, right? Because that's what it is. Feeling somebody else's, like, emotions. I can't do that. I literally can't. It's, like, physically impossible, because you're not the one being affected. So I hate this word. And also, like, it's been so weaponized against just everyone. Like, I don't like it. Let it go. I hate this word.
Is an absolute woke scold, complete joke at this point. Lol cow, whatever you want to call this guy, going after anybody he can possibly get his paws on at this point. And oh, paws, well, I guess it kind of fits in with his new VTuber persona over here. VTuber Idubbbz overlays his stream with a message of Destiny accusing Ethan of very awful things towards his own children.
Of what, his own children? Well, it starts with R, but I don't think that's what it means that it is, right? But that's crazy. But it ends with a G. Is he saying that? These people are mentally ill.
Children while complaining about the podcast being low quality. Yes, Idubbbz has resorted to using this dragon VTuber model. And again, who cares if he's using a VTuber model? But During this clip, he is criticizing the quality of Ethan Klein's podcast, which gets about, I don't know, like 1,000 times more average viewers. Actually, I think that's kind of lowballing at this point. And yeah, he had this to say while putting on some sort of a persona to fit his dragon theme VTuber here.
I mean, it's like the only fucking content they have over there, right? Like, that podcast is full of talentless hacks. I don't think talent wants to associate with that shit now. But, like, they themselves, I don't know, like, do some improv or something. Take some speaking classes, you know? Do something in the meanwhile to figure out how to be more entertaining or interesting.
The imp knows that AB has a chin implant as well.
A BBL approaches.
Now, before we get into anything,
Ever saw a clip and being like, yes, I'm gonna end it all in a rope max? Yeah, that's the one today. But today's stream, that is clearly the one. What the fuck? What the fuck did I just look at? Could you just not have picked a normal... Could you just have not picked VTubing at all? Like, was that not an option? Like, could you have not just been like... I don't know, shirtless sitting there? Whatever. I don't know. I would prefer that.
let's address what's on the screen here, okay? It's been shown a couple times in this video. It's censored for obvious reasons. This is a quote from Destiny, the streamer, okay? It says this: quick daily reminder that Ethan from H3H3 is likely a predator who has M-worded his own children. That's the...
Oh, Again, how did they come to this conclusion? How did they... Not gonna lie, some of this actually needs to be suable. I swear to God. Some of this actually... Like, things like that, that's a serious allegation. Do you have proof for this? Like, do you have proof for this? Would you also defend that in court? Just saying. Horrible, horrible stuff.
overlay on Idubbbz' stream while he was doing this VTuber, I guess, bits. I guess he thinks in his CTE riddled mind that if he's using this dragon VTuber, he can't be held accountable for what he's putting on the screen. Like, no, this wasn't Idubbbz. This was this dragon persona he's using right now. Of course he can't have this traced back to him. Yeah, this is totally ridiculous. It not only is this just blatant slander, it's very ironic for someone like Idubbbz to be using a Destiny quote here, because Destiny is like the mortal enemy of people like Hassan and his orbiters. Like, before Asmongold, and really even to this day, like, this was Hassan's, like, obsession, okay? Whether you like Destiny or not, I think...
Also, I wouldn't necessarily use Destiny with all the stuff that's been recently coming out, and the way he's been talking about kids is kind of funny, considering that, you know, you just alleged that H3H3 does something to his kids, but then when I look at your tweet past in history, you were talking weirdly about teenagers. That's a bit odd, in my opinion. You know, that's a bit weird.
He's unhinged as hell, but this was the real battle. It was Hassan and Destiny all the time, and now we have Asmongold in the mix, and there's kind of a sort of battle between who Hassan's going to give the most attention to. But it makes no sense for a Hassan orbiter, I guess at this point, a Hassan sycophant like Idubbbz, to be using a quote from Destiny just to baselessly slander Ethan Klein. It seems totally counterproductive to everything that he's saying. But also, if you noticed during that clip we played, at the end you heard a certain voice. It's an imp character. Okay, who is that? Well, of course we know it is his wife, Anissa, who's described herself as
Horrible. Horrible. Oh, yeah. Well, if she were a goblin, that kind of makes sense because she's a whore. So,
as a succubus. So the sort of imp LARP she's doing for the stream makes a lot of sense. And recently, Ethan Klein, on his clip channel and on a recent podcast, brought up an incredibly embarrassing clip of Idubbbz and Anissa interacting. It speaks for itself, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to play too much. I'll watch it with you. It is absolutely painful. The humiliation ritual of this man never stops.
This is a great Anissa moment. You know her eternal quest to humiliate him? So this is a new chapter.
I don't know if chat can back me up.
No.
AFABs, gay men, whatever. The bigger the dick, the worse it's sex. Like a lot of men that have.
This is the face of a man who's been put into a situation where he could never win. There is nothing he can do that will not end with his humiliation. He's looking right at the camera. He's looking right at the Clippers, ready to farm this exact moment.
what the fuck? Now, here's the question. Is she implying he's bad at sex? Or is she implying he has a small dick? What is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? I'm curious to know.
To make fun of him. Ethan will go on to make fun of him for an extended period of time, but the scenario here is that his wife, Anissa, is talking about all of the men she has experienced. And she's saying that larger ones don't get the job done. So there's only two results here for her husband, Ian. Option
number one. Again, option number one. He's not good in bed. Option number two. He has a small one. He has a mini winnie. That's kind of funny.
Number one. He can't satisfy her. Option number two. He's small. There's literally no answer Idubbbz could provide beyond those parameters because of what she just did. She literally just boxed this poor dude in and completely emasculated him in front of the entire audience. It is a humiliation.
This is an abusive relationship. Nobody can tell me this isn't an abusive relationship. This is an abusive relationship, 100%. It is. And the worst part is, I kind of can't feel bad about it. Because people have been pointing it out for years. He just doesn't get it. Because maybe he's like scared he won't get another one. But like with a wife like this, you don't need any enemies.
Ritual that continues on and on and on. It's actually almost hard to watch, ladies and gentlemen. I'm almost starting to feel a little bit bad for this guy. And, you know, like...
Just a little bit, right? Something of that good old empathy, as he calls it.
Every time I see this Denny's patrons thing, man, like I just want to go, I just want to top that number or something. There's something within me that like it's just bothering me. But yeah, this is crazy situation. But that's the update on the happy couple over here. Idubbbz is unfortunately taking another beating, another round of humiliation. But what do you expect at this point from this guy? He's tried to make a pivot into new content, and it's all just blown up in his face. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down.
My thoughts have been shared. This man is an abusive relationship and a cuck. He enjoys it. He's sitting there when she takes back shots. There's nothing more to it. I hate that this man has defiled VTubing. I hate it. Get this man out of here. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.